This conference will now be recorded.
So have you got recordings, Tarun, yesterday?
I haven't received anything, any link or any email.
Have you received?
No,
No?
no.
No, just watch your email. Yesterday I have shared to everyone.
Yeah, I looked the email. Let me look again.
Just look in spam also. Sometimes they will go to spam.
Okay, let me look spam.
See, are you seeing here? This I have shared the recording.
Is this with your name?
Are you seeing Tarun Patel? @gmail.com. Is it your mail ID, right?
Yes.
Then why you did not receive? Okay, I just wait. I will share once again.
Yeah, I haven't received anything in spam or inbox.
Now check once again.
Okay, I got it.
You just will wait for 2 minutes. Okay, others will join.
Okay.
So there is another topic we have to discuss. Okay, this is also most important for every cloud engineer. Okay, so this is types of clouds. So when it comes to types of clouds, so there are majorly public clouds are there, private clouds are there, hybrid clouds. Fourth category is multi-tenant cloud. So when it comes to public clouds, yesterday we have discussed a concept Azure Global Infrastructure, sorry, AWS Global Infrastructure, right? Okay, so for keeping AWS infrastructure like virtual servers and physical servers, everything, Azure has identified regions. What is a region actually? A region is a geographical area on the globe. So regions are subdivided into availability zones. So every availability zone will have one or more data centers. Now every data center will have hardware. Okay, hardware, storage, power supply. So that can be owned. Okay, that can be owned by AWS community. Okay, so they are going to provide all these physical servers for our business purpose on rental basis. So because they are providing these infrastructure for us for our business purpose, okay, so these are called as public clouds. So all the clouds like AWS, okay, Azure, GCP, okay, Oracle, these are the best examples for public clouds. But when it comes to private clouds, so suppose there is a banking sector. So generally banking sectors will not will not keep their infrastructure, okay, in their cloud platforms, in their cloud, sorry, in the public clouds, because they will have some confidential data like customer information, customer number, customer transaction information, okay, some secret password. So that kind of information is stored for every customer in their database. So for that reason, they will not trust public clouds. Okay, for that reason, they will have their own data centers. Okay, those data centers are owned by the banking sectors only. They will not allow anybody to come into their clouds, their data centers. Okay, so here the difference is what? In public clouds, all the hardware is hardware, power supply, everything is managed, is owned by community people like AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle. In private cloud, what happens? Okay, so there is no community. A single organization will be managing, will be owner for this infrastructure. That is the difference. So they will not allow anybody, any third party, to keep log in into their clouds, to come into their clouds, because they feel that if they keep database information in the public clouds, okay, information can be hijacked, information can be modified. Okay, so because that is very valuable information, right? So because of that reason, they will not trust anybody, they will not trust public clouds. They will have their own hardware, they will have their own data centers. Within the data centers, they will have every infrastructure. That infrastructure is managed by that banking people only, that private organization. Okay, that is private cloud. And when it comes to hybrid cloud, so in hybrid cloud, generally we are going to use on-premise and one public cloud. Generally, when you want to launch one application, we have several parts, right? Okay, we have database servers are there, app servers are there, DB servers are there, and web servers are there. Many parts are there. So some parts they will keep in their office, and some servers they will keep in public clouds. So the arrangement will be like this. This is, suppose, office environment, and this is suppose on public cloud. So in the office environment, just a minute. This is on-premise, and this is, it can be any one public cloud like AWS, Azure, okay, GCP. These are the public clouds. So generally, every organization keeps their database servers in their office only, and they can deploy, they can host their web servers in the public cloud. And suppose the IP address of the server, web server, is something like 192.168.2.1. Okay, so these are the web servers. Actually, what is the web server? Web server contains actual software, okay, which can be accessed by clients, business customers from the internet. Suppose Amazon shopping website is there. They will make that. So they will have some software running always 24/7. And since it is running 24/7, so we can access, okay, directly we can go into their software. They can we can log in into that servers like by saying amazon.com, www.amazon.com. Okay, that is going to be happen when an application, when a software is launched in web server. So whatever you are hosted in web server, that can be accessed by everyone on the internet. Okay, so in this case, this circle is my business client system, business client. Okay, you can be a client, I can be a client. Okay, I am purchasing some goods, electronic goods online. So then I can log in from my PC or laptop or mobile phone also. From mobile phone also we can purchase electronic items, right? So just imagine that I have hosted, okay, one e-commerce application. Since e-commerce is a software that can be used by any cloud on the globe. Now this is DB server. So DB server directly it is not exposed to outside clients because it will have some valuable data. Okay, now internally what happens here, my web server will be able to communicate with the DB server. Okay, from DB server side I can open a connection only for 192.168.2.1. I can make this kind of setup from DB server side. Okay, others will not be able to access this DB server because database server will have some valuable, sensitive, very secure data, right? We have to manage it in a secure fashion. That is why I will not keep DB server in any public cloud. I will keep DB server in my office, and this can be operated. Okay, this can be used only by my web servers. Okay, this is my end user system. End user means business customer. So this kind of setup is called as hybrid cloud. And when it comes to multi-tenant cloud, okay, so we have two public clouds combination. Okay, so one can be AWS and another can be Azure. So some parts of the application we are going to keep in AWS cloud, and components like DB servers can be there, okay, in my other cloud. This is Azure cloud. And this is web server, which is having actual software, actual application running, and this is my database server. So my web server is suppose having a IP address 192.168.2.1. Okay, now it will DB server will be able to responding, okay, to this DB server, this web server only 192.168.2.1. Okay, so here we have launched one software that is same e-commerce, means it can be Amazon, it can be Flipkart, it can be any shopping website, or it can be something like a food delivery app, it can be something like income tax filing application, a banking application, it can be anything. Okay, so which can be used by my end users. This is my end user system. My end user uses this application from his device. So the device can be, it can be a desktop or laptop, a lappy or mobile phone. From anywhere, okay, he can access this application. So this kind of clouds are called as multi-tenant cloud. So it is organization choice, it is not your choice. Okay, so if your organization believes that for database servers point of view, Azure is better. For web servers point of view, AWS is better. So with that trust, they will have two cloud accounts. Okay, one cloud account is for Azure, another cloud account is for AWS. Let me save this. Okay, AWS Azure. Is the idea clear? Is the concept of public clouds, private clouds, hybrid clouds, multi-tenant clouds is clear?
Can you explain one more time multi-tenant?
In the multi-tenant cloud, just we are going to use two cloud models, two public clouds. One server, one cloud for keeping web servers, another server for keeping Azure, DB servers. Okay, so here there is no secrecy here. There is no business secret. Okay, so if you want to trust public clouds, okay, so you can keep all your database servers in Azure platform and web servers in AWS platform, and there is a connectivity between these two clouds. So my trust is for web servers point of view, like Tomcat, okay, WebLogic, some web server softwares are there, right? Okay, for them, okay, AWS is better pricing and user friendliness. Okay, so they will think with this perspective, and they will keep all these servers in AWS cloud. And in in case of database servers, okay, pricing is very cheap, and it is going to give a rich interface. Okay, so with that assumption, I can create database servers in Azure. So this is multi-tenant cloud. This is not a individual person choice; it is whole organization choice. Okay, which type of model you wanted to use, hybrid cloud. But in case of on-premise, we have to manage DB server. Okay, so we have to set up one physical server. We have to purchase one physical server. We have to install operating system. We have to manage. We have to install database server software, and we have to manage this database. We have to manage a backup. We have to engage a database administrator guy. Okay, everything is managed by us only in case of hybrid cloud with respect to DB server. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Yeah, Suman, you have joined lately. Generally, my classes will not be delayed. Okay, because if my class is delayed by 5 minutes, the next class will also be delayed. So with that assumption, generally I will start exactly 6:15, means not more than 2 to 3 minutes delayed.
Yeah, definitely, no problem. I was facing some issues connecting to the meeting. I'm not used to
Okay,
go
no problem, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go through the recording. Okay, no problem, because this is recorded session, right? You can go through once.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, yesterday have you received recording?
I did. I did.
Okay. Have you watched the recording?
Not yet. I went through the AWS details on the AWS.com, where you have like AWS explained in the detail. So I went to the AWS skill builder and explore the details, and there were a lot of details there. But then I was just going through that. I did not went through the
Yeah,
recording yet.
okay. Okay, no problem. So shall I show how to create AWS account, or do you have AWS accounts?
I have created an account on AWS, but I don't know if it was just free account. I did the free account.
No, no, no. So are you using a brand new debit card?
Debit card?
No, I will show. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Creation of AWS account requires creation of AWS free tier account. So to create AWS free tier account, you need to have debit card and one email ID and mobile number. Okay, so once you are ready with these three things, open new browser, ask like this: console.aws.amazon.com. This is the link, okay, that you have to follow. Use this link to create AWS free tier account that is valid for 12 months. Just a minute. Here I will have to paste. So just you follow this link. Since we don't have account, you are selecting this option, create a new AWS account. You have to submit your root user email address, account name. In the next page, it is going to ask you which type of account it is, whether it is personal account or business account. Don't select business, because if you select business, okay, they will charge you more. So select personal. Okay, so on the next page, it is going to ask you your debit card information, like debit card number, validity, CVV. This information is asked. Okay, you have to supply that information. So once the information is supplied, okay, you will be redirected to card details. Okay, so you have to some OTP will come. OTP you have to enter. So initially $2 will be cut from your account just for bank account verification. Okay, so once verification is done, okay, within 48 hours, okay, $2 will be refunded. They will not charge you anything. Okay, so once submitting all the details, your account will be activated. Okay, so don't do it parallelly. Okay, after completion of the session, you can do it.
I did it. I did this this afternoon. So I'm done with the process for the
Yeah,
free.
be ready with these three things. Okay, debit card, email ID is required, mobile number is required. Okay, debit card, it is a new card which you did not use in the past. Okay, if you are using a card which is already used for AWS account creation, okay, that will not be working out. And email ID can be Gmail ID, and it is any valid mobile number. So once your account is created, okay, some services you can get free. Okay, what are the services that you are going to get free? So you can ask like this: AWS free services. To know about free services from Chrome type AWS free services. Okay, so you will be redirected to this page. Just scroll down. These are the free services that are available for 3 months. So what are the free services? Amazon EC2. EC2 means virtual machine, load balancer. Okay. So 750 hours. How they will calculate 750 hours? Per month they will give 750 hours to you. So if you are using a server 24 hours in a day, okay, 24 into maximum we can have 31 days, right? Approximately it is equivalent to 750. Approximately. Sorry. 750 hours. Okay. So now we have many servers here. Many instance types are there. All servers are not free. Okay, according to requirement, you have to choose it. So here, which is free for 12 months? So clearly is telling T2 micro or T3 micro. 750 hours per month of Linux, RHEL or SELEX, T2 micro or T3 micro. Infrastructure depends on region. Okay, so T2 micro means it is an instance type. So T2 micro is a virtual machine which is having one virtual CPU, 1 GB of RAM, 1 GB of memory. But for any requirement, we cannot use this machine is not sufficient. Okay, so actually requirements are given from your team members according to team member requirements. So you are going to create, okay, you are going to take appropriate machine. Generally, if you go to a laptop shop, what happens? You are going to select configuration, right? Okay, how much your memory, how much should be storage, what must be your processor speed, like i5, i7, some generations are there, 10th generation, 11th generation. This comes under that category. Okay, so T2 micro is one kind of instance type. Now 750 hours. Suppose you wanted to use two systems, 24 hours. 31 days. So approximately it is equivalent to next week 1500, right? So from 1500 they will minus this 750 because we have 750 hours of free time, 3 hours. So they will charge for 750 only. And how they will calculate? Even though you start a virtual machine and stop it for 1 minute, they will charge for 1 hour. Okay, it is hourly billing. It is not minute billing. Okay, of course you can also implement minute billing. Okay, so we have to raise a ticket for minute billing. Generally that is going to be done in the organizations. We are not going to do it. Okay, for free tier, okay, maybe it is available or not available, but billing is hourly billing. If you are using 59 minutes, even though they will charge for 1 hour. If you are using 61 minutes, they will charge for 2 hours. Like that billing is calculated. And with that, so that is the EC2. When it comes to EC2, and elastic container we are not going to use. So storage. So if you scroll up, if you click on this storage, every month they are going to provide 5 GB of storage. Like our Gmail is going to provide 15 GB, right? But in AWS we are going to get 5 GB every month. Okay, so we can store up to 5 GB. So yeah, so when it comes to databases, so databases, every database you can use for 750 hours also. So in that, they are going to provide only T2 micro or T3 micro. T3 micro means the difference between T2 micro and T3 micro is T3 micro is having 2 CPUs, whereas T2 micro is having only one virtual CPU, only one virtual CPU. So we'll say virtual because it is not visible, right? Okay, so if it is our laptop, we can say CPU, that is visible. Okay, but when you are using cloud platform servers, we are going to say virtual CPUs because that CPU is not available, that CPU cannot be seen. So that is why we are going to say virtual CPU. So is the account creation process is clear, and what are the pre-services also clear?
Yes.
Now, once your account creation is completed, so directly you can go into this account console.aws.amazon.com. Okay, enter your root user email address. This is my root user email address. This is a landing page, home page of our AWS cloud. So you can get services from search option. Suppose I want to create a VM. So then it comes under EC2 service. EC2 means Elastic Cloud Computing. Okay. Suppose I want to create a storage like S3. Directly you can type S3. So suppose I want to create EC2 from menu. Okay, this is services menu. You can click on that. You can select a particular service. Okay, you can scroll down. So you will see all the services that are available. Okay, no one knows all the services in the world because according to our requirement, we are going to learn such service. So here, are you seeing compute? Click on compute and select EC2. This is for server creation. So first 1 week we are going to spend on Linux commands only. Okay, so once we finish all the Linux commands in the first week, from second week onwards we are going to start AWS because if you know Linux, I will skip Linux commands. Do you know Linux Linux?
I don't know Linux.
Okay. Arun, what about you?
No, I don't know much.
Okay, no problem. So from tomorrow onwards, what I will do, what is my schedule means for practicing these Linux commands. Okay, so I will create one virtual machine. Okay, so on that Linux virtual machine, we are going to practice commands. Then from next week onwards, we are going to discuss what are the services provided by AWS, how they can be used. Okay, so what are the sub services? Okay, so majorly in every cloud platform we have 3 basic services. Compute service we are going to discuss in detail, don't worry, just I am briefing. Okay, so there are 3 basic services. One is compute service, another one is storage service, another one is networking service. These are the basic services that are provided by every cloud platform. Okay, so under compute we have something like server creation, updation of service, upgradation of server. Okay, creating auto scaling group. Okay, and we are going to provide security to the server. So these topics we are going to learn under compute. Okay, so this is from next week. This week completely our focus is on Linux commands. For practicing Linux commands, I will show how you can create a virtual machine. Okay, so today your exercise is this software. you have to download the software. So what is the software you have to download? Download Git Bash, Git software. Okay, it is a interface software, interface to connect to cloud servers. From your laptop, you want to connect to cloud server, right? Then this is needed. You have to download it in a simple way. Git download for Windows. So I think everyone is using Windows.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just follow this link. Okay, I will write these steps here. To download it in Chrome, type download Git for Windows. Go to take first link. And now you seeing Windows. Click on Windows. 64-bit Git for Windows setup. A file is downloaded here. So after downloading, go to downloads folder, show in folder. Okay, many times I downloaded. Okay, just double click on this. When you double click on this, what happens here? It will show the location where you want to install. Okay, whether you want to display on the desktop, that kind of information is given to you. Okay, from here onward, just go on, press next till you see finish. Okay, I'm not giving next because my system is already having Git software. Okay, so once it is downloaded, go to downloads folder and you must see this option. Right click here, right click anywhere in the ideal place of the window. Are you seeing Git Bash here? From here onwards, we are going to use a connecting command, okay, to our cloud server, cloud virtual machines. So this is a small activity which you have to do by tomorrow. Create one AWS account by tomorrow, okay, and just download the software. Download and install the software. So as a cloud engineer, we are not supposed to use this method, downloading and installing. There is a separate approach is there. Okay, we are going to use some command like Chrome, Chaco. Okay, Chaco command is just like a package management command. I will show that one also. Don't worry about that. Okay, first you have to know download. Okay, you have to know how to download it from GUI. Okay, so it's generally when you want to install some softwares, what is our approach so far we have been following? We are downloading, we are installing, right? But when you know Chaco, okay, it is going to do jobs for you in a single step. It is going to download, it is going to install. Okay, so how to use Chaco, that is a different story, I will tell it. Okay, just for now, download it and install it. You have to make sure that it is working properly. Just from downloads folder, you have to see this option once it is downloaded. Git bash here. So initially your window color will be black, so you can change the color here. Options, you can change foreground, background, you can change the text font size, everything you can change. Initially your font size is less, your background color will be black. You can change foreground, background colors also. Okay, by tomorrow just make this arrangement by be ready with this arrangements. Okay, so tomorrow we start sharp at 6:15. Okay, to discuss Linux commands.
Okay.
Okay.